Hello, everybody. It's James Lodgen, your American Neighbors fan. Hi, here I'm JLJ Media. I've been coming on here, and as I'm getting to know Neighbors, learning all this stuff, it's a lot to learn taking in new soap, but I'm enjoying it. I want to first thank everybody who's been just giving me such warm welcome to the show. I mean, the fans have been so sweet to me and are telling. I mean, I'm on other shows going, James, I love your Neighbors podcast. I'm so like, thank you for enjoying this. Because it's a whole new soap. I have lots to learn. But I'm really enjoying it. And oops, and one of the sorry, my phone. I thought I turned it off. That's crazy Americans with our phones. I don't know how you guys are in Australia. Um, there's a storyline that on several levels, as a writer, I love the storyline. As a person who's getting to the show, it's very interesting. I don't see it. It's the way they're treating their queer characters on Neighbors is very different than we do it on American soap operas, and it's better. I have to give praise to Neighbors and the writers and the producers and the actors. I'm finding out a lot about their gay and lesbian storylines. And of course, I said I met Georgie Stone, which I love her. I'm following her stuff, but like I'm loving the fact that they are giving their characters a wide range of story, which I think that's all in America we want for art. We want for representation is just give us a story. The gay part will be part of it, but like just give us a story that can get you sucked in, right? And wanting to see what happens. So this particular story is very fascinating, and the guys are hot. Australians are hot, you know already, but the guys, I'm going to mention the two Matts, Matthew Backer and Matt Will was it Wilson? Oh my God, I want to make sure I say the right now. I want to make sure I say their names correctly. Um, it's two Matts. uh, Matt Wilson, yes, Matt Wilson, who play Aaron and Logan on the show right now. Both hot. Hot. So if you're not watching already in America, just if you want to see some hot men, watch those two. But the storyline is creepy. It's sad. It's hopeful. There's twists and turns. And again, it's more than we get for any queer characters in America on our soaps. So here's the basics for those who don't know, and those of you who already know. This is a nice little recap for you. I'm finding out because I'm watching stuff on the Neighbors YouTube channel, also on Amazon Freevee and once the episode. So I'm watching this stuff and I'm learning along the way. So the origin kind of is um Aaron, no, sorry, so Robertson, um, David, who was the original. He was a gay guy on the show. He was in the closet. David Tanaka and his twin brother Leo came to town. Leo Straight came to town to find their biological father. That's the start of their story, and they come to town, do that. And I was watching some episodes of that, and and David was hot too, played by Takaya Honda. Make sure I'm looking the names right. He was hot too. I'm like, all these people. I'll be just like, I mean, it's yeah. They turn out to be the illegitimate sons of Paul Robinson, who I got to interview his portrayer, Stephen Dennis, who's so nice and great. Because he became so they linked the boys to a major family in the show on Ramsey Street. So smart, totally smart, totally smart. Lots of storylines ensue, of course, but David's in the closet a lot of it. Then he meets up with Aaron, who's on the show, and they fall in love, and there's a whole thing, and they eventually get married, eventually have a daughter via surrogacy. There's a whole thing, and then he actually ends up dying. I'm gonna get into that storyline another time. There's a whole other thing about that, but yeah, he ends up dying. This whole thing there. So Aaron's raising a daughter. He's trying to get on with his life, and this guy comes to town, This is why I'm like, this is so interesting. So, because I'm thinking, I mean, one minute you're like, this is creepy. Maybe you're kind of like rooting for him, feeling bad for him. Logan comes to town. He used to know David a long time ago, but David was in the closet, and he had feelings for David. He, like, it's his thing. He was obsessed with him on some level, and he was into him, but David was in the closet. So he heard of David's death, and he decided to come to town. Now, first people didn't notice at first. Aaron didn't know this at all. He didn't come to town and say, "Hi, Aaron. I knew David." Of course, it's a soap opera. Why would you? Why would you even do that? You have to have soap. So he comes to town, starts getting to know Aaron and David's daughter, or the Aaron and David's daughter, and Aaron and him they begin a friendship. Well, as time was progressing, people are like, "There's something off with this Logan dude," and like we're seeing a few things too. And we're like, is this going to end in like tragedy, or is this going to end, or is he just really this heartbroken person? And what's so interesting is that there's a scene, I think it's aired already, where when Logan, so it finally comes out that he knew, and so Logan comes clean with Aaron, and tells him, and it's like, yes, I kind of was stalking him, so to speak, but not for those reasons. Like I really did have feelings for him, and I felt it was like a love lost, a love that never happened. That he wished, and he got to know Aaron at first, thinking like I can get closer to David's memory. Kind of, you know how it is. You got to love David, and I'm gonna get close to you. Kind of creepy, but I kind of understand it. I know. I'm sitting there going, I kind of understand it. Like I said, that's what great drama is, where you're thinking, no, that's creepy, but then it's kind of like, well, I kind of get it. And first, Aaron sees him as a friend. Again, they're hot. It's like you mentioning they're hot. And then but does Logan? I'm like, this is the part that you kind of going. He claims he's getting feelings for Aaron. This is where it's all soapy goodness and messy, because you're like, is he getting feelings for Aaron? I'm sitting there watching, going, or is it just because he represents David? Or is it like, is it true? Is it not true? Like, I mean, like, would it be so wrong if he did fall in love? They did fall in love, get together, and they had David in common. Is that necessarily a bad thing? I mean, people bond. I mean, in real life, people bond over someone's death. But of course, because he didn't tell Aaron, there's obviously a sense of betrayal. It's kind of weird. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Now I'm reading, because I thought he was like basically no hard feelings, whatever. Last things I saw, it looks like there's something coming up where I think, and I'm looking online. I'm not sure, so this could be a spoiler alert. I'm not sure. I don't know yet until I watch it. Is Aaron going to stick with Logan, even though he knows all this stuff? Because Melanie, especially another character, was really hot on the case with this. So trying, that was kind of crazy. And then I'm reading somewhere that something's going on with Aaron's uh health. I think it's Aaron's health. I'm not sure. So there's something going on there. But yeah, I'm looking online right now. I'm looking, it's yeah, it's yeah, some of the stuff he does is so creepy. Like, Logan is like, it's a little creepy. Matthew Becker's hot. He's hot. He's hot. 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 I'm like, just let them all be together. No. But I just love that this is a storyline that could be applied to anybody, not just a gay coupling, or it could be just to anyone. And it transcends race, it transcends age. What if you felt you were in love, maybe in culture, with someone, they die, you feel like you missed out on a chance, so you go to their ex, but then the ex is hot too. No, then you go to the ex or the widower, how it is, and then you start to feel something for them because you're bonding over the dead. I mean, it's I don't know. I think it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. But the fact that I'm just so proud of Neighbors for literally doing a story like this, why not? Doing a story and it's presented in just a regular soapy way. Um, that I wish American soaps would do half of that now. Hmm. Yeah, I think maybe I'm asking for too much. I don't know. But thank you, Neighbors. I'll be watching. I'll continue watching, of course. And so this is the Neighbors after show. I'm learning all about the shows. I'm watching old episodes, watching new ones. I will be commenting on everything that I see and hear. Please feel free to fill me in on stuff that I don't know. If you want underneath in the comments, you're like, James, you need to know about this about Aaron, or this about Logan, or this about David. Tell me. I am open ears and open eyes to everything, and I will continue to let you know what I see and think. You can follow me at James Jr. everywhere. And hi to everybody out there in Australia who watch, and all my Americans who are watching on Amazon Freevee. That's where you can catch it. Why is my phone doing that? And I'll talk to you next time.